Hey guys, welcome to day 74, March the 15th. Glad you could join us. Those of you going through the one-year Bible with us, those sections of Scripture are going to be Numbers chapter 22, verse 21 through chapter 23, verse 30, Luke chapter 1, verse 57 through 80, Psalm chapter 58, verse 1 through 11, and Proverbs chapter 11, verse 11 through chapter 11, verse 12 through 13. Today I want to look at the section in Numbers. Numbers chapter 22, and I want to look at verse 22 through 25. Or through 35. Good golly, if I could get my numbers straight today, that would be nice. So this is a fun section. This might be a section that some of you guys haven't read before. I've got this idea. I've just got to throw it out there. Christian T-shirts that are quoting things that you wouldn't normally hear on a T-shirt or connect with Christianity. Like this story. This story, for example. Now my translation says donkey. Now, some translations, they don't say donkey. They call him a jackass. But we've got a jackass talking here in this story today, and it just cracks me up. But anyways, Numbers chapter 22, verse 22. We've got Balaam. Balaam's supposed to be going and speaking a curse on the people of Israel. He's been hired out, and so he's not that great of a dude. So Balaam's on the way to go to Israel's enemies, to talk to Israel's enemies, and be given the money in order to turn and curse Israel. Because Balaam's got these powerful words. Well, in 22 verse 22 through 35 here, it says, "But God's anger was kindled because he went," talking about Balaam, "and the angel of the Lord took his stand in the way of his adversary, Balaam. Now he was riding on the donkey, and his two servants were with him. And the donkey saw the angel of the Lord standing in the road with a drawn sword in his hand. The donkey turned aside out of the road and went into the field. And Balaam struck the donkey to turn her onto the road. Then the angel of the Lord stood in a narrow path between the vineyards, a wall on either side. And when the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, she pushed against the wall and pressed Balaam's foot against the wall. So he struck her again. Then the angel of the Lord went ahead and stood in a narrow place where there was no way to turn either way, to the right or to the left. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, she lay down under Balaam, and Balaam's anger was kindled. So he struck the donkey with a staff. And then the Lord opened the mouth of the donkey, and she said to Balaam, 'What have I done to you that you have struck me these 3 times?' And Balaam said to the donkey, 'Because you have made a fool of me.'" I love how he's just, this donkey's talking to me. I'm just going to talk back. It's like Mr. Ed. Just cracks me up. This whole story is great. And Balaam said to the donkey, "Because you made a fool of me. I wish I had a sword in my hand, then I would kill you." And the donkey said to Balaam, "Am I not your donkey on which you have ridden all your life long unto this day? Is it not my habit to treat you this way?" And he said, "Well, no." Then the Lord opened the eyes of Balaam, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way with his sword drawn in his hand, and bowed down and fell on his face. And the angel of the Lord said to him, "Why have you struck your donkey these 3 times? Behold, I have come out to oppose you, because your way is perverse before me. The donkey saw me and turned aside before me 3 times. If she had not turned aside from me, surely just now I would have killed you and let her live." Then Balaam said to the angel of the Lord, "I have sinned, for I did not know you stood in the road against me. Now therefore, if it is evil in your sight, I will turn back." And the angel of the Lord said to Balaam, "Go with the men, but only speak the word I tell you. So Balaam went to the princes of Balak. And so Balaam, long story short, he ends up going, and every time he opens his mouth to curse Israel, he speaks a blessing over them. So they paid Balaam to come curse Israel, and he just speaks blessing after blessing. And blesses the nation of Israel. And it all started because a jackass was willing to talk. So let's take a lesson from this today. Remember, if you feel like your words can't do much, maybe you feel like you're just a bumbling donkey in this world. You don't got much to say, and when you do, good golly, it always comes out wrong. But remember, if that's you, God can use the words of a donkey to impact the men who are good with words, who then go and bless nations. But, look at this, trickles even bigger than that. Israel's the nation that brought forth Jesus, who blessed all nations. All started with the talking donkey. Don't discount your words. You may only get to talk once. Make it count. Because you don't know who's listening, and you don't know whose life will be changed. And you don't know whose lives that person will end up changing. I just want to encourage you this week. If God's shown you something, anything, if He's encouraged you, if He's answered a prayer, share that with somebody. Speak life into somebody. Speak a blessing into somebody. Say something for the Lord. Take care of yourselves out there.